Friends, I am extremely happy to welcome you to this tutorial series on network analysis made simple. During the previous tutorials, we discussed about the Y parameters, how to obtain the Y parameter equations, how to convert the Y parameter equations into the equivalent circuit, and also we solved simple problem by different method. During this tutorial, we shall solve more complex and typical problems by different methods so that you will understand how to choose the easiest method to solve the problem depending upon the problem given. Hope you will enjoy this tutorial. Let's go ahead. Friends, we shall solve this typical problem to find the short circuit parameters of the two-port network shown in figure. And you know, short circuit parameters mean Y parameters. But before we start solving for the parameters, let us examine the given network for its property of symmetry and reciprocity. And you know, the given network is reciprocal because it contains only passive elements and that is simple. To find whether the network is symmetrical or not, let us split this 2 ohm resistance into two resistances of 1 ohm each connected in series so that their equivalent is 2 ohm again. Similarly, split this 2 by 3 ohm resistance into two resistances of 4 by 3 ohm each connected in parallel so that their equivalent is 2 by 3 ohm again. Now, if you compare this left part of the circuit about the symmetrical axis which is shown in red with that of the right part of the circuit, you see that both the left and the right part have mirror symmetry, and hence we can conclude that the network is symmetrical and reciprocal too. But before we start solving, if it is possible to reduce the network, we should reduce. In that respect, if you examine the given network, you find that there is a star network of 2 by 3 ohm resistances each. So let us convert the star into delta. Let RA, RB and RC be the equivalent delta connected resistances. We know how to find RA, RB, RC. We know RA is equal to RB is equal to RC is equal to summation of R1, R2 divided by opposite resistance. What are these R1, R2? Friends, R1, R2 and R3 are the resistances of the star connected network, and in this circuit R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R3 is equal to 2 by 3 ohm. So, we can write RA is equal to RB is equal to RC is equal to 3 times 2 by 3 into 2 by 3 divided by 2 by 3, and by solving the simple equation we get RA is equal to RB is equal to RC is equal to 2 ohm each. So, once we know RA, RB, RC, we can replace the star into equivalent delta as shown in figure. You find that these two resistances of 2 ohm each are in parallel and their equivalent is 1 ohm. So, now you observe that seems to be a complex given network is transformed into a simple pi network as shown in figure. And if we transform all the resistances given here into admittances, we can find out the Y parameters very easily. So, by transforming the resistances into admittances, we see that 1 ohm is transformed into 1 mho, and these 2 ohm resistances of 2 ohm each are transformed into 0.5 mho each as shown in figure. Now let us use this reduced network in which all the parameters are admittances to find the Y parameters. Friends, consider the circuit obtained after converting all resistances into admittances as shown in figure. Now we see that the network is a pi network and all the elements are in admittances, so that we can directly write the parameters such as y11 is equal to ya plus yb. By substituting the values, we get y11 is equal to 1.5 mho. Similarly, y22 is equal to ya plus yc. By substituting the values, we get y22 is equal to 1.5 mho. Similarly, because of the network is reciprocal, we see that y12 is equal to y21 is equal to minus ya. Note that. And hence, y12 is equal to y21 is equal to minus 1 mho. By writing the parameters obtained in the form of a matrix, we get y is equal to 1.5, minus 1, minus 1 and 1.5 mho. And if you recall the discussion before we started solving the parameters, we found that the network is symmetrical. So y11 is equal to y22 is equal to 1.5 mho. Similarly, the network is reciprocal. So y12 is equal to y21 is equal to minus 1 mho. Hope you understood this. Friends, we have solved this problem by different method earlier and found the Y parameters. What we did in that procedure, we converted this star network into delta network and reduced the network into pi network. And later, we transformed all these resistances into admittances and wrote the Y parameters. But now, we shall not convert these resistances and use the nodal equations for the junction nodes and find the Y parameters. So, you find that this input port voltage V1 appears across this junction and this output port voltage V2 appears across this junction. Now, by writing the nodal equation for node V1, we get minus I1 plus V1 by 2 plus V1 minus V2 by 1 is equal to 0. By solving this, we get minus I1 plus V1 by 2 plus V1 by 1 minus V2 by 1 is equal to 0. By solving this simple equation, we get I1 is equal to 1.5 V1 minus 1 V2. By comparing this equation 1 with the input port equation in terms of Y parameters, we get Y11 is equal to 1.5 mho and Y12 is equal to minus 1 mho. Similarly, by writing the nodal equation for node V2, we get V2 minus V1 by 1 plus V2 by 2 minus I2 is equal to 0. By solving this simple equation, we get I2 is equal to minus 1 V1 plus 1.5 V2. By comparing this equation with the output port equation in terms of Y parameters, we get Y21 is equal to minus 1 mho and Y22 is equal to 1.5 mho. By writing the parameters obtained in terms of matrix, we get Y is equal to 1.5 minus 1 minus 1 and 1.5 mho, which the parameters are same as that we obtained earlier, and this is another method of finding the y parameters, and this you can use it whenever it is suitable to use it. Friends, during the previous solutions, we have solved this problem by two methods. In the first one, we reduced this network into a pi network and transformed the resistance elements into admittance elements and then found the y parameters. But in the second one, we used the reduced network and wrote the nodal equations to find y parameters. But friends, in this problem, again we shall transform this star network into delta network and obtain the pi network. And let us not convert these resistances, but I will show you the solution using applying the terminal conditions, and we shall find the parameters. So we know I1 is equal to y11 V1 plus y12 V2. This is the input port equation. I2 is equal to y21 V1 plus y22 V2, and this is the output port equation. From these equations we know y11 is equal to I1 upon V1 when V2 is equal to 0, and y21 is equal to I2 upon V1 when V2 is equal to 0. Meaning, to find y11 and y21, we have to enforce V2 is equal to 0. So, if we enforce V2 is equal to 0, you find that the voltage across this 2 ohm resistance is 0 and current flowing through this is 0. Therefore, we can as well open this resistance. Now, if you open this resistance, you find that this 1 ohm and 2 ohm are in parallel. Let current flowing through 2 ohm be I3 and current flowing through 1 ohm be I4, and we shall apply parallel branch theorem or current division theorem to find I3 and I4. So, I3 is equal to 1 divided by 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 into I1, and that is equal to I1 divided by 3. But you know V1 is equal to 2 times I3. By substituting the value of I3 equal to I1 divided by 3 and solving, we get y11 is equal to 1.5 mho. Similarly, to find y21, we see that I4 is equal to 2 divided by 3 into I1. So, I4 is equal to 2 I1 divided by 3. But we know I2 is equal to minus I4, and by substituting for I4 we get I2 is equal to minus 2 I1 divided by 3. So, I1 is equal to minus 3 I2 divided by 2, and by substituting the values of I1, and this is 1 divided by V1, and by solving we get y21 is equal to minus 1 mho. So this is one method of finding the y parameters. We found out now two parameters, y11 and y21, and we shall see how to find y12 and y22. Friends, to find y12 and y22, the given circuit and the reduced circuit and the two equations in terms of y parameters are reproduced here, and y11 and y21 obtained earlier are also indicated here. Now, to find y12 and y22, we know y12 is equal to I1 upon V2 when V1 is equal to 0, and Y22 is equal to I2 upon Phi2 when Phi1 is equal to 0. It means to find Y12 and Y22, we have to force Phi1 is equal to 0. So once Phi1 is forced to 0, this resistance of 2 ohm is short circuited, current flowing through that is 0, voltage across that is 0. So we can treat this resistance as though it is open. So once this 2 ohm resistance is open, you have to see that this 1 ohm and 2 ohm are in parallel, and let I3 be the current in 2 ohm resistance and I4 be the current in 1 ohm resistance. To find I3 and I4, let us use a parallel branch theorem or current division theorem. So, according to current division theorem, I3 is equal to 1 ohm, which is the resistance of the other branch, divided by the total resistance of the parallel connected resistances 1 plus 2 equal to 3 into I2. Hence, we get I3 is equal to I2 divided by 3. But we know V2 is equal to 2I3. So by substituting for I3 and solving, we get V2 is equal to 2I2 divided by 3. It means we have already got Y22 because Y22 is equal to I2 upon V2, and that is equal to 3 divided by 2, and hence Y22 is equal to 1.5 mho. Similarly, I4 is equal to 2 divided by 3 into I2, and hence I4 is equal to 2I2 divided by 3. But I1 is equal to minus I4. So by substituting, we get I1 is equal to minus 2I2 divided by 3. But Y12 is equal to I1 divided by V2. So, by substituting I1 and for 1 over V2, we get Y12 is equal to minus 1 mho. So, if we write these parameters obtained in terms of matrix, we get Y is equal to 1.5 minus 1 and 1.5 mho, and the result obtained is same as that of the earlier. Hope you understood that. Friends, in the previous discussions, we have solved this problem by 3 methods to find Y parameters. In the first method, we transformed and reduced the given network into simple pi network, changed all the resistance elements into the admittance form, and wrote the Y parameters. In the second method, we transformed as usual and reduced the given network into simple pi network, but wrote the nodal equations for the junction nodes and obtained Y parameters. In the third method, we as usual transformed the reduced given network into simple pi network, but enforced the required terminal conditions and obtained Y parameters. But in this fourth method, we shall convert this delta into star and reduce the given network into a simple T network and obtain Z parameters and use the matrix properties and obtain Y parameters. I will explain how. But before that, I want you to understand and remember that R1 in ohm is equal to 1 upon R1 in mho. Similarly, Z1 in ohm is equal to 1 upon Z1 in mho. But Z11 in ohm is not equal to 1 upon Z11 in mho, and that is not equal to Y11 in mho. Remember this, because Z11 and y11 are the conditional parameters, and the conditions to obtain z11 and y11 are different. So, we shall use the matrix property to find y parameters, and you should know that the inverse of Z matrix in ohm is equal to Y matrix in mho. This you have to remember. Alternately, inverse Y matrix in mho is equal to Z matrix in ohm. And you know how to find the inverse of a matrix. So, we shall learn in the subsequent discussion. Friends, consider the given circuit to find Y parameters using matrix operations. For that, we shall convert this delta network into equivalent star network where R1, R2 and R3 are the resistances in star. We know R1 is equal to 2 into 2 by 3 divided by 2 plus 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3, and by solving we get R1 is equal to 0.4 ohm. Similarly, R2 is equal to 2 by 3 into 2 by 3 divided by 2 plus 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3, and by solving we get R2 is equal to 2 divided by 15 ohm. Similarly, R3 is equal to 2 into 2 by 3 divided by 2 plus 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3. By solving, we get R3 is equal to 0.4 ohm. So, once we know R1, R2 and R3 in star network, we can replace this delta into equivalent star. Now you observe that this R2 resistance and 2 by 3 ohm are in series and their equivalent is 0.8 ohm. So, by replacing this delta into star, we get the circuit shown in figure. Now you see that the given seems to be a complex network is transformed into equivalent T network, so that we can directly write the Z parameters, and after using the Z matrix and the matrix operations, we can find Y parameters, and I will show you how. Now, Z11 is equal to 0.4 plus 0.8 and Z11 is equal to 1.2 ohm. Similarly, Z22 is equal to 0.4 plus 0.8 and we get Z22 is equal to again 1.2 ohm. And Z12 is equal to Z21 is equal to 0.8 because the network is reciprocal. So, the Z parameters obtained if we write in the matrix form, we get Z is equal to 1.2, 0.8, 0.8, 1.2 ohm. So, using this Z matrix, I will show you how you can find the Y parameters in the proceeding discussion. Friends, the given circuit and the obtained reduced T network and the Z parameter matrix obtained are represented here. We know that inverse of a Z matrix in ohm is equal to Y matrix in mho. To get the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix, we can find adjoint of the Z matrix. To get the adjoint, we have to exchange the elements of the principal diagonal and change the sign of the off diagonal, and by doing so, we obtained adjoint of the Z matrix. But we also have to find delta Z. So, delta Z is equal to Z11 into Z22 minus Z12 into Z21. So, by substituting the values, we got delta Z is equal to 0.8. But inverse of the Z matrix is equal to adjoint of the Z matrix divided by delta Z, meaning each element of the adjoint matrix is to be divided by delta Z, and by doing so we obtained Z inverse matrix is equal to 1.5 minus 1 minus 1 and 1.5. Hence Y matrix is equal to 1.5 minus 1 minus 1 and 1.5 more. So you saw that in this tutorial, a single problem is solved by different methods and we got the same answer. Friends, in this tutorial, a single problem is solved by 4 different methods. The purpose is to show you that, number 1, a single problem can be solved by different methods. Number 2, it will help to choose the suitable method to obtain the solution in the minimum possible time. Hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you for watching.